It doesn't matter if you're a single mother, if you're a divorcee, if you're a widow, if you're a single woman with no children who want to start a family. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You deserve love, companionship, protection, someone to provide for you, someone to be there for you just as much as I do. Just as much as I do. Assalamu alaikum, peace. It's your coach, Coach Nyla, one of the founders of Outstanding Personal Relationships, as well as co-author of the book, Let's Talk Polygyny Uncensored. And this video is a companion video to a video that I did about how to prepare yourself as a wife if your husband wants to marry again. So this one is also an answer to a question that I get a lot, because I had people ask me, what if he would marry a third wife? How would you feel if your husband married a third wife? I'm gonna tell you how I hear it, because a lot of times when it comes through, it comes through like, what were you thinking? How would you feel if he married a third wife? Or how would you feel if you married again? Did you think about your co-wife's feelings before you did that? So yes, I'm telling you guys, that's how here. I know you probably watching right now. You probably sent me those messages. You probably put those comments down there for me. I'm like, here's the video. So I probably answered you already, but I'm gonna answer it in the video so I can start referring the video to people. It doesn't matter. Like, seriously, it really, truly doesn't. If he married a third wife, it's not that I don't care. It's not that I don't love him. It's not that, it wouldn't bother me in some way, shape, or form. And I'm going to tell you why it may bother me, because the time will change. So that's like seriously, the long and the short of it for me. And I think because I answer that way, it's not sufficient for people. Like, seriously, it's really not sufficient. So let me give you a little insight. And I'm going to give you this because my son, my oldest son, told me that I should be a bit more candid. We had a conversation about one of the reasons why polygyny doesn't really bother me as much as it bothers everybody else, or a lot of people. I ain't gonna say everybody else, a lot of people. And not because I'm an incoming wife or that I'm an additional wife. And I don't have anything to do with that. Sometimes I say, if I was an initial wife, it'd have been a lot easier, because I would definitely try to make it easier on the incoming wife or wives coming in. It is what it is. That's serious. So the thing is that I so want for my sister what I want for myself. I want them to have happiness and peace, love, support, all of that. And if it happens to be with the person that I'm married to, then so be it. So freaking be it. It's really not that hard for me, because growing up, I've seen abuse. I've seen women get abused. I've seen girls that I went to high school with get abused. As much of an introvert as I am, a person who don't like conflict or anything like that, I would go up to people to protect others, to protect my sisters. I don't care. You're a woman. I know how helpless women can be. And I'm not saying that we're weak or anything like that. We're soft. We should be. And when we're constantly having a fight, having to protect ourselves and everything like that, we start to get masculine. Our femininity goes out the window, or we hide it because we're trying to protect ourselves. Excuse me. But when we have someone to protect us, then we can focus on the other stuff. It don't make us weak to have somebody to protect us. We can focus on the other stuff. So yeah, if you was to marry again, so be it. Then I have another sister in my family. I have another person in my family. There's another woman who can be protected and provided for. No, do she need it right now? Is this like a Captain Save 'em all? Let me save everybody. No, it's not. I'm not talking about that. She could be a beautiful, younger, whatever. She could be, with no kids or anything like that and have other kids, and whatever the case may be. What I'm saying is it doesn't matter if you're a single mother, if you're a divorcee, if you're a widow, if you're a single woman with no children who want to start a family, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You deserve love, companionship, protection, someone to provide for you, someone to be there for you just as much as I do. Just as much as I do. Who am I to say? Who am I to say that I deserve it and you don't? Who am I to say, well, I got mine, go get yours. I hope you find them some way, someday. I hope so. No, I'm not saying that, everybody out there can marry, the man I'm married to. But if there are a few of them, a handful of them that's like him, they probably are already married. Or they're young looking for somebody, but most likely right now they're already married. And it's us as wives to see that and to realize that, I don't know. We can be that, we could make it easier instead of harder. We could get out of our own ego and what we may think is pain. Because I think about other pains that go through, that I've seen, that I've experienced, and not to downplay anybody else's hurts or traumas or anything like that, is your husband marrying again that big of a deal? Will it destroy you that much that is worse than someone getting abused? That is worse than someone trying to fend for their selves in this crazy world out here? I don't know. That's how I feel. And I'm telling y'all this because, for one, I get this question about what if he married a third? He can marry a third or fourth. He can marry more. Islam allowed him to do that. And so be that too. But I'm doing this because I wanted to answer that question, as well as my son just recently said, you know what, you need to record this, because we were discussing it. And he was like, man, I wish I was recording this conversation. I wish we recorded this. So I told him, I said, you know what, per your request, I'm going to put it out there. It doesn't bother me like that. Now, will it be some jealousies? My gosh, I'm jealous of my sister from time to time, my blood sister from time to time. I'm jealous of, a lot of things from time to time. And that's because I want more in life. Not that I don't have it amazing right now, because I do. But we're told that the only thing that's going to satisfy the son of Adam is dirt. It's dirt. So it's not until we're in the ground that we won't be done, that we won't be satisfied, because we're going to constantly get more and want more and try to strive for more and better and everything like that. So yeah, there'll be some jealousies there. Somebody may be able to speak a fluent language, and there's 5. There are people, I ran into a woman who speaks 5 languages fluently, and I was like, oh, I want to do that. I'm jelly. But you know what? I'm going to work on that. People who can read the Quran, I'm struggling through some of the words. I'm like, jelly. Like, serious. people with the beautiful skin that don't break out when, you know, they eat a donut. You know, a lot of different things. It's like, there are a number of things that can allow me to be jealous, but nothing that allows me to be envious to the person to the point where I don't want them to have their joy or them to share in the joy that I have. The other stuff to me is so frivolous that it doesn't make any sense to me, but that's for me. I'm not knocking anybody else who feel that way. It is what it is. Like I said, to you be yours, to me be mine. However, I just have to put it out there because it makes it seem as though it's not from to me be mine, to you be yours, because I won't give the answer that people think I should give. And then people come to me or come for me about how I must be naive or I don't care or all these different things like that. Care very much so. If people knew how much I cared, if people knew how much I thought about other people before I even think about myself, it'll blow their minds. But it is what it is. My co-wife did a post. If you guys haven't seen it, you should check it out. But it talked about telling your story, and you can tell it, it doesn't really matter. You tell it to all types of people. If they don't want to believe it, they don't want to believe it. Yeah, that hit very close to home for me. So I'm only doing this to actually have a video, so when a person makes that comment, I don't have to keep typing it. I can send them right to this. And if you want to believe it, so be it. If you don't, then don't. But it doesn't bother me if he married a third or a fourth. Yes, I would miss the time. But I think what I would, and I can't even say what I would lose in time, because he's married to me and my co-wife, and we see him every single day. Now, he may not spend every night, you know, with me or every night with her, but we see him every single day, and I don't really believe that that would change. He spends a lot of time with his children. I don't think that would change. So all the other little things, to me, it doesn't matter. I'm a big picture person. And if it affects the big picture in a positive way, then hey, sign me up, I'm all for it. And if I have to struggle a little bit along the way, if that struggle is the thing that's going to get me to Jannah or to heaven or whatever you want, to paradise, then so be that too. Because that's what I'm living for. I'm not living for anybody else's praises and kudos or anything like that. However, I totally want for my sisters what I want for myself. So, hope you guys got your answer. And if you haven't, seen the video that talks about how to prepare for, you know, if your husband wants to practice polygyny, make sure you watch that. I'm going to have the link in the description for that video. And today, make sure you comment, like, subscribe. Yeah, I know I'm going to have some comments on this video. However, make sure you comment, like, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do click that button, because we found out that at least half of the people that watch our videos have not subscribed. So do that. Be part of our notification gang and click that notification bell so you will be notified of our videos when they are released, because it's not just me, it's my co-wife, it's Coach Nazir, our husband, and you'll get so much valuable information from this channel. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Make sure you are growing intentionally, loving fearlessly, and connecting on a higher level every single day. And if you want some counseling or coaching to take you to that next level, make sure you visit us at outstandingpersonalrelationships.com/store for more information. All right, until next time, assalamu alaikum. Peace.
Here are 3 ways Outstanding Personal Relationships can help you.
Make sure you guys are following us on our social medias at Outstanding Personal Relationships on YouTube and Facebook, and on IG at Outstanding Relationships, and also Clubhouse under our names.
And make sure you go to outstandingpersonalrelationships.com and sign up for our email list. And there you will get updates on our new book, Let's Talk Polygyny Uncensored.
Absolutely. And last but not least, when it comes to coaching or counseling, if you want to work with us one-on-one or in group settings, make sure you're on that website and reach out to us because we do have very limited spots and we usually have a wait list. So with that being said, GLC.
Make sure you are growing intentionally,
loving fearlessly,
and connecting on a higher level every single day. Assalamu alaikum. Peace.
Peace.